Is this Chief Brown?
Yeah,
Are you guys related or?
nah, but same clan.
So, you think Tom's got the chops to be the mayor of Delos Crossing?
I don't know. The guy's sweet and not entirely incompetent, but it doesn't really matter. Vote for him to vote for Tessa. She'd be the one running the show.
So is he a cool boss?
Cool? I'm pretty sure that's not a word anyone has ever used to describe Milquetoast Tom. But he's alright. I mean, not the worst boss I've ever had.
What do you think about Tom's policy ideas?
He's got a few surprisingly bold stances.
Yeah, like his gun regulations. I gotta admit, I'm pretty impressed he's pushing for that out here.
Exactly, but I'm not totally sure how I feel about that though, to be honest.
Really?
Really. Historically speaking, the government taking weapons away from my people has not gone well for us.
Oh, yeah. I never thought about it that way. So I take it you're not Tessa's biggest fan?
Yeah, every time I put up flyers for queer events, she accidentally covers them.
No way. Have you ever confronted her about it?
Nah, I just keep my head down and count the days until Juno.
Man, that has to be rough.
It is, but out here, just surviving is a form of protest.
Alright.
And I'm done. I gotta tell you, it's so weird to finally meet the other Ronin.
You mean the OG Ronin? I was born first, you know.
Is that so? Thought Allison said she was.
Well, our mother never actually told us, but it was me. So, why is it so weird to meet me?
Because I just heard Allison tell your story so many times. She told me everything about you. Fireweed, your transition. I hope that's okay, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. She asked me first.
Yeah, figures. That lady is thorough and she loves you like crazy.
I know. So, yeah, you were probably the first person to know about it other than Allison.
I'm glad he trusted me. And it's great to finally get to know you in the flesh. You're pretty alright.
Thanks. That's nice of you to say.
I mean it. I'm glad Allison has you back. You're gonna be a positive influence for her. I know it. We are not gonna let her die a slow death in QuickBooks. So I wasn't blowing smoke when I said you should move to Juneau with us.
I know.
I've got a community there. Could be yours too.
Fitting in. There's a concept.
You have no idea how life-saving a chosen family can be. It pulled me out of the dark more times than I can count.
I hear you. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Of course. Shoot.
Why do you care so much if I move to Juneau?
Look, like I said, I want to get to know you.
Because I'm just that fascinating, huh?
Honestly, yeah. I think you might be one of a kind, Tyler Ronan.
Well, golly gee, Michael. I think you're swell too. You're the cat's pajamas.
Shut up. I've got way better compliments than that. But I can't open with my best, right?
It's cool. So, I'll get more of those if I get to know you better?
For sure. If that's something you'd be interested in.
I might be. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I've been standing at that counter for an hour waiting for you two dum-dums to come back. Are you guys ready to go?
Mm-hmm. I think we've done about as much damage as we can back here.
Yeah. Let's go.
Here we are.
Thanks for letting me hitch a ride over.
No problem. You sure we can't drive you back?
Nah, you're like stretching my legs. It isn't far. And anyway, can't put the wind in a bottle.
All right.
Tessa should be at her parents' grave, not far from the entrance. Look for a big crooked tree. You can't miss it. I'm gonna go check in with my uncle. Good luck. For real.
You look pretty spooked.
I've never been a big fan of cemeteries. Especially after, you know.
I promise after this we can chill at the house. Cool? So, did you ever come back?
Shh, keep it down.
Better?
Much.
Why do people always feel like they have to whisper in cemeteries?
I don't know. Probably just a mirror neuron thing.
Oh, what?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Anyway, have you been back here at all? Since the funeral?
No.
Mom, why do we always come here?
Does it bother you?
No, it's just weird because we don't know any of these people. I mean, except Eddie's mom.
It never hurts to say hello.
Because they're very lonely.
That's right, sweetie. And sometimes, even if you can't see them, they stay with you. In here. Always here.
Mom?
Always.
She loved us. A lot. Sometimes it was like loving us hurt her.
Do you think she was just really scared of losing us?
Maybe. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, most parents are scared of losing their kids.
Well, here's the crooked tree, but no Tessa.
Let's check around for her parents' grave. Just to make sure this is the right spot.
You think it's possible Michael remembered it wrong?
Well, I've done inventory with him before, so yes.
Ben. Short and simple. I like it.
Come on, there's only a handful left. Look, there's Michael.
Lewis. Wasn't he that fancy fisherman?
Yep. Eddie still watches reruns of the show he was on. Every once in a while, his face pops up. It's super weird.
This might take a while.
Anything?
Nah, just a whole lot of nothing. Lost in the chaos of history. What's that mean?
Not sure.
When did Michael's uncle die?
Last year. It was really hard on him. He's still feeling it. Long time no see. Do you want some company?
Come on over. Make yourselves comfortable. So, how are you,
Is this a bad time?
with you? Never.
Don't mind me. I'm not really here.
Hey, I get to see your ugly mug almost every day. You're old news, lady.
You wound me. Deeply.
So, can I help you guys out somehow?
So what was your uncle like?
Oh boy. Where do I start? You know that one grumpy grandpa in all the sitcoms? The one that types like a T-Rex and never leaves his recliner?
think I'm getting the picture.
Not yet, you aren't. As grumpy as he was, they didn't make him any sweeter than him. He's the kind of guy who accepted you for where you were at, even when he didn't approve.
Not many of those out there. So we might be having some trouble finding a particular grave?
You serious? Walk straight to the big tree, then look to your right. I swear, bats have better eyesight than you two.
Says the guy wearing glasses.
Yeah, but these are magnifying glasses, and they do infrared, so I see everything.
Hey, can I ask you something about this place?
Yeah, shoot.
What's the story behind the Tlingit Memorial?
May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history.
That was Uncle William.
Lost in the chaos of history?
Well, let's say you wanted room for a school or a road and didn't give a shit about ethics. Easy, you just dug up our ancestors. That shit happened a lot.
God, assholes.
Yeah, and I mean, it still happens, but not as much. We have the elders to thank for that.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Well, I'm here if you're ever curious.
Talk to you later.
You bet. So, how are you, holding up?
Everything's such a mess. I thought we'd almost...
Allison, you coming?
I'll be right there. Well, I better make sure he doesn't get lost. See you, Michael.
De Leon.
That's the one.
Don't tell me we missed her.
Hello, Mr. Eagle.
Kids, it's time.
Do we really have to go, Eddie?
You can hold my hand if you want.
I can walk fine on my own.
It'll be quick, okay? Then we'll get something to eat.
The day of the funeral. I barely remember. Wait, is this the one we called the Big Crookedy?
The exact one.
Why didn't we call it Gnarls Branching? Total missed opportunity.
Because we weren't hip to basketball back then? Or CeeLo Green?
Damn. I remember it going all the way up to the clouds.
Everything does when you're 4 feet tall.
Do you remember where she is?
No. And for what it's worth, I remember staring at the water during the funeral. Well, only a few steps.
Allison, please.
I'm not going!
Allison, come back!
Yeah. Any hope that this would be easier than last time? Totally gone.
At least this time no one's sending me away.
I'm holding you to that. Afterwards, you and I had a moment
Oh.
over there by the totem, right? I
didn't
wonder
see
if
you
we
there.
could see that.
Doesn't hurt to check. You two know each other?
Welcome to Delos Crossing, where even the beep. Ty.
This is it. Right?
Yeah. God, I think I need a second.
I'm gonna have a look around, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, all good.
No, I want to see your grave before we go. No dice. Why can't I remember? Where is she? This might take a while. Not hers. No dice. She's gotta be here somewhere. Still not the one. Not this one. Allison.
Is that her?
What the hell was going on with you? What broke?
Why didn't you say anything? We were your goblins. You didn't have to do it all alone.
Tessa?
Kids, I wasn't expecting to see. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Feeling a little guilty, maybe?
When we pass on, our graves are all anyone has to remember us by. Letting hers just fall apart would be cruel. I'm not a cruel person.
Cruel enough to call social services on our mother.
I wanted to protect you. Marianne was getting worse all the time. I was afraid that if things kept going the way they were, then one day...
We were going to end up dead?
No, I won't do this again. I refuse to be held responsible for her choices.
Marianne was fine until you reported her.
Fine. She was getting by on handouts for years. There are only so many times you can show up high to a generous offer of employment. Assuming you show up at all. In the end, she isolated herself from everyone. She was alone and out of options.
She had us, until you threatened to have us taken away.
I couldn't let her drag you down with her. She had you stealing for God's sake. Your mother never wanted to be a part of this community. She always thought she was better than the rest of us. A spoiled little girl playing fairy princess in the woods. If she just settled down with someone instead of running around with married men, well, just ask Sam Kansky how much better that would have been for everyone.
Wait, what?
Oh God.
What happened between them?
I wasn't thinking. Please, just forget I said anything.
Tessa!
All I know is whatever went on, Laura left Sam over it. But I shouldn't have said anything about that. I promised I wouldn't. I'm sorry, kids.
I get that Marianne wouldn't let you help her. But there had to be a better way to deal with it. Especially if she was having some kind of crisis.
Yes, you're right. There were other things I could have done. Better things. I know I've made mistakes. All I can do now is say that I'm sorry. If I could give you back your mother, I would. I don't deserve your forgiveness, especially yours, Tyler. But if there's a place for me in your lives, I'd like to be there.
I have to know something first. Are you good with who I am?
I've been thinking about that since you came home. I believe that my life is better for having lived it by God's word. But I also believe we don't always understand what he's saying to us. I pray for guidance, and seeing you standing here in front of me, such a strong and thoughtful young man, I think I have his answer.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Tessa, I know the last couple of days have been heated. I'm up for a fresh start if you are, but it's not really up to me. Tyler?
I'm done losing people. And if we can't let people grow, then what the hell kind of chance do we have?
Thank you. Both of you. Kids, I never knew your mother's whole story, but it was obviously very painful. She always said you two were the only good luck she'd ever had. I'm going to try harder to forgive her. I hope you can as well. If you two are in town tomorrow, come by the cafe. Lunch is on me.
There gonna be coconut cake on the menu?
You know, I think there just might be. I'll see you two tomorrow then.
We'll be there. Come on.
That was something, huh?
Yeah, it was.
I had pretty much given up on her. But I guess sometimes people change.
I know. I feel like a total ass right now.
I bet Tessa's thinking the same thing.
Yep. Things are gonna be real awkward my first day back in the office.
Oh, I'm sure you'll both manage to never talk about today.
Exactly. Awkward as hell. Where are you going? Not a bad view, right?
Yeah. I get now why they put cemeteries in nice spots. Takes a little bit of the sting off. Listen, I know this has been hard. I'm really grateful you saw it through with me. Fireweed was great, but there was no one really there for me like that, you know? You're the only one.
Hey, brothers and sisters, right?
But it's been way more brothers than sisters lately, which is why I'm trying to say thank you.
You really don't have to.
You saved my life, Allison.
Only for you to end up locked up in fireweed for the rest of your childhood.
Wait, are you still blaming yourself for that? Don't. It was my choice.
It's just... I stole your life, Tyler. And then I totally wasted it.
That's not true.
You're on your way to Denali. Michael's gonna be a famous chef, and what am I doing? Nothing.
Nothing. You've been working on that accounting degree, and your art's good. Really good. Stop putting yourself down. As soon as we figure this shit out, we're gonna sell the house, and you're gonna go to Juneau. You're gonna kick ass.
You make it sound so easy.
No. We never had a shot at easy. But we always pull through, right?
Yeah. You're right. Hey. Wherever Ranger Tyler ends up next, he better come down from the hills to visit us city folk every now and then. You hear?
For sure. And anyway, that's not gonna be for a while. We've got time.
Oh yeah, of course. We do. So I guess we know the story now, huh? Marianne was done with Delos, and Delos was done with her. Maybe she was too proud, but she worked so hard for so long, and when she reached the end of her rope, no one was there to help her. Not even Tessa or Eddie. And when she heard social services was coming, she
Gave up. But killed her kids? Really? I don't know. It still feels like there's something missing, right?
You're never gonna understand what was going through her mind. I'll bet even she didn't. It's probably always gonna feel that way.
I'm gonna fall asleep the second I hit the couch.
You'd better rally. We still have to do some cleaning before bed.
Do we have to?
Hey, whoever packs the most gets the big couch tonight.
Shit. Allison.
I'll get the fire extinguisher. Tyler, are you all right?
Allison, barn.
Stay there. I got it. What happened?
There was a guy. He smashed me in the face with the door.
What guy? What did he look like?
I'm not sure. I couldn't see straight, and he was all in black.
God, why would someone try to burn down our barn?
I don't know. But I'm going to find out. Huh. At least you were spared.
I might have found something. Is that a box under the barn?
Yeah, what the hell? I think this is where the fire started.
So he was trying to burn whatever's inside?
We should check it out. I'm gonna need to remove a few more planks to get to it.
Where could we possibly find a tool to do that?
These planks look newer than the rest.
That corner used to be all dirt for chickens. She was always saying how she was gonna make this place a real homestead. Little house on the tundra.
He went looking under the rug? Did he really have to smash everything?
God, he really turned this place upside down.
This gas can was already here this morning. He didn't bring it with him. Asshole even dumped the drawers. So, did Eddie teach you how to put out a fire?
Nope. I taught myself. None of the valuable stuff's missing.
Well, at least he left us the junker.
Everything's on the floor.
Guess we know how he made the hole. Step back.
I'll be fine.
Well, I only know one person who'd bother to decorate a storage box like this.
Marianne. Let's open it. What's that there?
It's 3 digits. Any ideas?
Marianne was never really a numbers kind of person.